Uh, Hello? Horrible image.
Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I don't know how this works. Do I just talk into my phone? Okay, awesome. Okay, great. Wow, this is like a first for me. Like, honestly, I was just looking at my YouTube account on my laptop that I haven't turned on in a few months. And it's like, I really need to look at the analytics crap thingy for my YouTube channel. And I came across this, and I was like, I want to set it up. And then I went live all of a sudden. So, yeah. Don't know why it's all blurry though. This is when I need a phone stand. There we go. Is that 3D printed? Yes, it is. It was 3D printed by my friend in my engineering class. He got a 3D printer for Christmas, I believe, and I asked him if he could 3D print me a frag rack, and I gave him all the dimensions, and he printed it out. Pretty cool. Wish it was bigger though. I'm probably gonna text him sometime in a few weeks so I can get another one, but I don't know, because I might sell all my corals, majority of them, because this tank will be gone before school starts again. Has anyone ever seen this before, where an anemone just attaches to a clam? Honestly, I think it's pretty cool, but at the same time, my anemone hasn't gotten that big since it split. Yeah, sure, of course. Of the 13 or the 65? Well, I guess I can just show you both. Yeah, hold on. juggling between my laptop and my phone because mine's a camera. Just out the way. So for the 13 is just an AIO. It's through 3 chambers. There's the skimmer. I don't have it running at the moment because I have the water level too low. And then the middle area is where I keep all my biological and chemical filtration, and then the heater and the pump is for that tank. And then for the 65, oh god. Okay. It's a little bit delayed, but here's a live view of the sump of my 65. Just really, I did it as simple as possible. My dad wanted me to make it as complicated as possible, but I was like, you know what, that's a lot of PVC, a lot of gluing, and decided to go really simple. The sump came with the tank. It's a 29 gallon, I believe, something like that. Yes, I am running an ATO. I'm running the Smart Micro ATO. Really awesome ATO. Definitely recommend it for any size tank. Honestly, I wish my dad would let me get another one for my 13, but it's fine. I don't care. I mean, I have it at an alright water level. Could be higher, but oh well. But yeah, the ATO is amazing. And I have it. That's a 5-gallon jug, and as you can see, I'm pretty low. As far as RODI, so I need to fill that back up in the morning. I would do it right now, but the RO is in the garage, I believe, and I don't want to turn on the alarm. I'll probably wake my parents up. But yeah, that's basically the sump layout. Now, there's something up there. Thank you, Rob. Now, I don't know if it's just mine, but my skimmer is running phenomenal. Like, that's the first time I used that word ever in this hobby. But I mean, it's really skimming out all the crap from my tang and my trigger. If they were out, I would show you, but they're not. Ooh. Okay, but yeah, it smells, honestly, I don't know why, it kind of smells kind of good. I don't know if that'd be good or not, kind of weird, but yeah, I mean, that's a giant bag of biospheres, marine pure biospheres, I think that's the proper name for them, but those are awesome. I know some people said watch out because they leach aluminum, but haven't had any issues with that. I have taken my water in a few times, haven't tested for aluminum, and they said it's all clear. So I would say that would be depending on the batch that you get. Probably the first few batches that they ever made probably leach aluminum, but after that, I don't think I'll have aluminum. UV sterilizer, at the moment, I don't. Now, in the future, I may. Depends if I want to get a Mandarin or not. Honestly, I had a Mandarin before in my 45 downstairs. Technically, now it's my dad's 45. But we didn't really know much about them. They're like really cool. He lasted about like a month. But now that I know about them, and now I know I need copepods, a nice stylish tank, and the fact that UV sterilizer will kill off the copepods. It's kind of like a balance, but I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna run a UV sterilizer anyways, and I'm thinking of the one from Marine Depot. I was gonna run an inline one, but I don't have my return pump hard plumbed. It's via soft tubing, and I could easily change it, but honestly, I'm too lazy, and I don't want to turn it off. It's such a pain to turn off the pump and then like make sure it's all like just to set up basically. I know afterwards it'll be pretty nice, like the yeah my I mean, I can see why you run UV. It's honestly, I agree with it. It's not like I don't agree with it. On my QT system, I have a hang on the back with a UV. On the 45, I have a UV on it. On the 13, I could have ran a UV, but I just have such good luck with fish. I never get ick in my tanks upstairs. Like, I never had ick. It was never a problem for me. Now, tank downstairs, that one had ick, and that's why we decided to go UV on the tanks downstairs. All were caused, of course, by Blue Tang. Thanks for letting me know about the code. Yeah. Now, if you place the UV right, well, yeah, it's basically the UV will kill the larvae stage of the copepods. Not so much the adults, unless they just happen to go by there. Now, I believe in UVs you can run like high flow through it. It'll kill protozoas. And then if you, which I think the high flow they will survive. I'm not too sure on that, but I know the low flow, which is about like 79 to 150 gallons per hour, roughly gallons per hour, it kills algae spores and bacteria. That will for sure kill them. So you can probably try running it at a higher gallons per hour, like around 300 or 500, I believe is the range. Depends on the UV you have. But yeah, that's practically it. And also gonna add an algae reactor because I have no space for a refugium. I always wanted a refugium, but don't have the space. It kind of sucks. But yeah, as far as UV and copepods, you either have copepods and no UV, or you have UV and no copepods. That's usually how it works. Sometimes you can get away with having copepods and UV, but I don't know how, I guess, experts would do that. Advanced Aquarius, I'm only a beginner because I haven't even hit my 1 month, my 1 year mark in this hobby, and I've already gone through a bunch of tanks. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Oh no, he went into hiding. See, man, it was my yellow eye coal tang, amazing fish. I love him. He's my favorite fish. I can only have my arms steady. Okay, I'm getting tired holding my phone up. How often do you dose your system? Okay, dose. I don't dose my systems at all. None of them. Probably the only system I've ever dose is this tank. Oh, the one with all my with all my corals. Yeah, I don't dose. I mean, I do have. If I do dose, I have the Camp Marine Nano Reef Part A and Part B. That's the only thing I dose if my alk levels are off or if my calcium levels are off. But yet again, it's not much of a problem for me. I mean, if I see that my corals aren't growing, then I dose after water change. But normally I do water changes once a week, so that replenishes everything. And I probably should check my stats, but I don't. I only check my stats when I see a problem. Like, I mean, this guy right here, this little branching hammer, he's a problem, but he came from my dad's tank. I think my dad like injured him, and so he doesn't open up that much. It takes a while for them to open back up. And yeah, cold tanks, like, my dad gave me the option between the cold tang and what was it, an orange shoulder tang. It was a small one, so I mean I knew I could put it in this tank, but I knew as soon as I post a video on that or post it on the forums, so a tang police member would be like, "Oh, you can't have that fish in that tank." Like, well, he's in there now. I don't see a problem until he gets really big, but once he gets that big, I'll worry about it. I mean, there's like almost no fish you can keep in a 65. They're either too small or they're too big, which sucks. But at this point, I just said F it. But yeah, as far as dosing, don't really dose any of my systems. I don't even dose the 45, and it's full of LPS. What kind of salt do you use? I'm trying. I don't really know of the salt. I go every week to my LFS and buy salt water, but I think they use reef crystals. I don't know. I mean, the water is pretty cheap. It's like $1.10 a gallon. So the salt has to be some type of like cheap salt that they can get in bulk. So I'm guessing it's Instant Ocean reef crystals. But in the future, hopefully very soon, I'll have an RODI system and my dad will let me make my own salt. And I'm gonna try between 4 different salts. I'm gonna try Red Sea, because I like Red Sea and I think they're an amazing company. My personal preference, I'm gonna try reef crystals. I mean, a bunch of people use reef crystals. If you know a guy named CJ Aquariums on YouTube, look him up. Awesome guy. If you haven't seen his videos, I would definitely recommend seeing. He has a whole series on his JBJ 45, and he started a new series on his 120, which is kind of how I got my inspiration for my 65. It's only half the size, but still. Yeah, I know. I do need to get one, and just an RO unit will not serve me purpose down here in Texas. I need an RODI because there's so many heavy phosphates and stuff like that, and heavy metals that only the DI stage can take out. But I am trying to push my dad towards that. Yeah, I mean I know they can get. They're pretty cheap. And I have an RO unit. It just needs new filters and a DI stage. But at that point, spending that money is just like buying a brand new unit, a brand new RO unit of that. So we just kind of have it just to have it. And just a reminder just telling us we need to get an RODI unit. But yeah. And back on the salts, I didn't get to finish salts. Also gonna try Aqua Forest. I forgot the Pro Reef Salt mix. I don't know. I like it because it's. Well, I read the reviews on it and I read the description. It mixes really fast, and it has. And I like the alk level that it mixes at. And also I think I was gonna try Tropic Marin. Don't know how to pronounce it, but it seems pretty cool salt, and just want to try all the high brand stuff. Yeah. Wow, this is really behind. We got. Wow, I'm going at this for 30 minutes. It doesn't seem like 30 minutes. Yeah, absolutely. The odds and ends. This little thing adds up. Might as well just get a whole brand new unit. Trying to set up my phone here. Get a good shot of all the corals, kinda. It's an alright shot. I mean, it's not the best, but it will do. Okay, well. There we go. You don't want to find that is an important key factor in all my system. The wave throwers, the fish will enjoy stronger. I would have to agree on that. Like, I mean, I have the gyre in the 65. Haven't really been able to crank that up much. I just had it either on constant at 20% or on gyre going from 60% all the way down to negative 20%. But the flow, very important, especially with clowns. Obviously SPS, who have that show amazing pulp extension. Anemones like moderate to high flow. Clams like moderately high flow. You know their manacles are giant, but yeah, high flow is a strong current flow, whatever you want to call it. Definitely, it's worth spending extra money on an actual name brand than, like, say, a Maxi Jet. I mean, I have a Maxi Jet in my one of my drawers that I use for extra reactor, but I mean, still does produce a lot of power, but you don't want to put too much power in the tank. So you don't want to put like a 300 gallon power wave maker that's fixed, constant. You can't change it. It's an AC powered, and like a 5 gallon tank blows everything. I mean, I tried it with my 5, and it just blew up all the sand. My pistol shrimp was like, what the hell's going on? But yeah, SPS needs strong current. Yeah, I know. It's almost like on this tank I don't have strong enough current, but I guess I do because my green business loves it. Oh, that green chromis got close to the camera. Like, you can just see excuse me, you can just see his pulp extension is phenomenal. Honestly, when I got him, I was like, I don't know about this. And then I saw his polyp discussion, like, holy crap, it's amazing. And then the pink one, can't really see the polyp. I mean, you can, but you can't. Reverse Superman definitely loves it. He's already growing off his frag. Had to dip that coral. And then Sunset Monty, I guess, is loving it. His polyps are out. Has a few sand grains on him. And can't really say much about the pink Monty cap because they don't have polyps. So it's probably like the only SPS that's out there that doesn't have polyps. It's kind of weird, but okay. Also, like LPS, as in Gonoporas, they like moderate flow. Not that much flow, but enough to get their tentacles, I would say, moving in the flow. Why do you love this hobby so much if you don't mind me? Oh, I don't mind at all. I mean, I've always been... Set that up at the right angle first. I don't know. It comes natural to me. Like, I was born to do this. So, I'm hopefully going to pursue something in this type of field. Still don't know what. I'm bouncing between an environmental lawyer and a biologist. My dad thinks I should be a biologist. I kind of want to be a lawyer so I can make that cash. So I can have big tanks. But it's turning more into like a lifestyle than a hobby now. Like at first, my whole fish adventure, just to go back some history, when I was about 5 years old, my dad bought me a 29-gallon cichlid tank. Yeah, sure, it's fresh water, but it was pretty cool. I mean, we started off with two African labs, yellow African labs cichlids, and by the time I sold the tank, when I was about 7 years old, there was like 20 cichlids in there, and I was like, they breed like crazy. And then just like having the nature of a pet that's in a relatively small container of water, you're just watching it swim like it's in its natural habitat. Now, of course, kind of stresses them out, but that's besides the point. Just the beauty of them swimming. Like my clown is right now. He's just going up and down the glass. Now that can mean some signs of stress, but just if you look at it, it's relaxing. It's some words I can't really say that will explain why I love this hobby so much. It's kind of cool. You see, yeah, I did see. Honestly, I started watching that when he his whole build process for the 700, and I was completely amazed. It's just mind-blowing. After I saw him aquascaping the 700, I went to my dad and I asked him, Dad, can we get a 700? And he was like, when I'm retired. I'm like, can you retire? But it's humongous, giant. I mean, I don't think I had the space for a 700, but yeah. I guess the clown's alright. I mean, only reason why I say that is in the past I had freshwater puffers. And whenever they do that, whenever they swim up and down the glass, it means they're bored. So you have to like re-aquascape the tank. I know it's probably not the same thing, but I don't know. Sometimes I do think like they're just doing that because they see a reflection and want to fight themselves, or they're just doing that just because that's them and their limit. It's that glass or acrylic panel. So yeah, I guess it is normal. But it's not like my female climate. My tongue is twisting. It's not like my female clown and my 5. I have to separate them. She just swims at the top. There's no flow in there. There's practically no flow in there. Um, so yeah, I'm trying to get a small little power head for that tank, but I don't think I'll be able to get one before I go out of town this week. So I'll probably transfer her back into the 13 and move the Chromis into there because I know he can handle that. He's a tank. He's been through so many tank transfers. I'm pretty sure he will never get ick. Yeah, I mean that's kind of nice to just live stream and talk. It's like a raw vlog or a raw video. I mean, I do those anyways. I edit. Well, I like do transitions and stuff. But yeah, it's actually kind of cool. Now, just trying to have a good angle so you can have a good view of the tanks is important. But I don't know how to do that. Sure. My dream saltwater fish is actually a marble cat shark. It's I know most people will like, oh, I want a shark, but I've actually did enough research to prove to my dad I can keep a shark, and that until being I don't have the space for a giant aquarium. So what I did, I just went to like Tractor Supply, and I looked for stock tanks, like pretty decent sized stock tanks, at least 100 gallons. And I told my dad, "Oh, I can have it in my room. It's perfectly fine. I can DIY a filter for it, which I could probably do." But yeah, my dream fish is would be a marble cat shark. Even though I probably won't end up having one until I am an adult. But more realistic dream fish that I could probably end up having. No, honestly, I don't really know. I like all the fish, but okay, one dream fish that I know I could probably. Yeah, I saw that Shark Tank. You bought a 300 gallon with some Japanese sharks or something like that. Pretty nice sharks. I gotta give you that. I mean, I don't know how affordable that was for you. For me, I imagine that tank being a couple horn sharks. Yeah, that's what they are, horn sharks. I'm pretty sure that's a really expensive tank. I could probably I would probably have to sell my dirt bikes before that tank, but I don't want to do that. But yeah, awesome. So yeah, pretty cool giant tank. I'm kind of stunned right now. 300 gallons. That's big. But I mean, honestly, my dad's letting you do a 125 upstairs and a 215 or 210 downstairs. So I guess I could have a shark. Like I could get a shark egg, hatch it out into 125, let it grow a little bit. I'll probably have to end up trading in because my dad wants a reef tank downstairs. Well, my mom's she wants a reef tank downstairs. So I couldn't really. I don't know. I have to work it out, but I do want a shark. Someday I'll have a shark. But yeah. I don't know what this button does. Viewers are happy. Viewers maybe. Oh, that's okay. I know that. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. I'm keeping up to date on that. Wait, did you see Joey at Reef Palooza? Man, I wish I went to that. Too bad Reef Palooza isn't like this weekend or next weekend, because I'm actually gonna be in Boston, which is kind of close to New York. It's not that far. It's only a couple hour drive. But I'll be in Boston this for the next 2 weeks, and I could have went, but it has to be this weekend. But yeah, King of DIY, amazing. Like, that's what sparks my inner DIY self in this hobby. Like, I could show you actually. I am actually building a light stand for the 5 because mangroves are going in this tank. Revealing plant. Basically, the light is going to be about 12 or so inches from the top of the tank, which will give my mangrove some space. And all I gotta do is buy 2 90 degrees and then a small section of more 3/4 inch pipe. And basically and there is a little DIY light stand. And basically what I'll do to rig up the light is take some wire and just wrap it around the light and then hang it via either hooks that I'll drill in, or wrap it around the PVC pipe that's overhead. But yeah, that's kind of where I got an idea for it. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm doing that for the mangrove, and I don't know if I can like click off the screen and go check out your videos, but I mean I have, and I'll go check them out after this stream is over, which I'll probably end it at about at like 1:10, 1:15, because I'll be getting late. I probably should go to bed. I probably won't go to bed, but still. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing mangroves. I'm getting black mangroves from a hobbyist down here. He's actually in Galveston, but yeah, I'll be getting some mangroves from him, and I'm gonna try to put one in each tank because they are good at reducing nitrates and phosphates. They eat all that stuff up. I mean, plus they add kind of a tropical, more of a kind of a tropical scene to your tank. But basically, that tank is gonna be for mangroves, and I'll probably get some real small baby fish from one of my LFSs. They sell these tiny little, did I say shrimps or fish? I'm gonna say fish. I said shrimps, I'm sorry. But some small little, like, they have some baby chromuses, baby clowns, like little tiny, like, Watchman gobies, so cute. But they're so full price, it's kind of ridiculous. I thought that would be a little bit cheaper. But yeah, kind of like a nursery type tank is what I'm shooting for that tank. Yeah. But that build probably won't get done until after I get back from my trip, sadly. Hoping to get it done by the end of I just completely confused myself. I'm so sorry. But yeah. Wow, 2 people watching. Yay. Oh, wow. Yeah, check out my that's awesome. I'm gonna try. Can I do that? Okay, I can. YouTube. Am I still live? I am. Okay. I guess I can go on different tabs while I'm live streaming. I thought it would like close me out or something. But yeah. There's Nano Joe's Reefapalooza video. There we go. That's Reef Spy. That's you. Can't play it. Oh, I can play it. Wow. That's loud. Oh, worldwide corals. I like them.
So what we're picking up here is his and this is his website if you want to check it out. Wet Pets. Really nice stuff, guys. Actually, this is the current website. There you go. That's his channel right there, guys.
Wet Pets Emporium.
Cool. Any left at 3 o'clock tomorrow, I'll go for you, but I don't think I will. Right now, 50? Yeah. And these guys here, little branches, where they called?
Hey, Rob, let me ask you a quick question. So, I don't know, like, so, if I were to get something from, like, I'm going to Magna in August, at the end of August, like, for my birthday, like, you know, I'm going to Magna and all. Like, so if I were to buy a coral, how do you take it home? Like, for me, I don't really fly everywhere because I fly free because my dad's job, which I embarrassed to disclose where he works. But that's besides the point. But like, how would I take, like, if I buy corals, how do I take them home? Would I have to drive home or could I fly with them? I have really no clue because I know they're gonna have amazing corals and sweet deals probably at Magna, and I'm like, I want corals, but at the same time, how am I supposed to get them home? And yeah, so I don't know how that works. So that's why if I would have went to Reefapalooza, I wouldn't have bought anything, but I would probably, unless they gave me an option to where I can pay there and they can ship it, like whenever they get to their storefront or something like that, to give me time so I can get home so I can receive the package. I don't know how that works. It's, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like confusing to me. At the same time, it's not. I cannot type either. Okay, well, this is gonna, I guess, wrap up my stream. Pretty fun, actually. So I guess this is how streams go. Okay, order online. I am so confused. And this guy asked me how many gigabytes of RAM does the tank have. What? Who is this kid? I don't know who the person is. Order online is the best way. Okay. Okay, well, yeah, okay, that's gonna wrap up this live stream. Thank you for watching, all. See you next time, and I'll probably be in a video, actually. Peace. Happy reefing.